So we go to our router, we go to enable, we go to config T after we get to the config mode. So here we go. There we go. Global config. We're going to go to the interface, gigabit 0/0/0 IP NAT inside. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and exit out of here. Interface gigabit 0/0/1. We're going to go IP NAT outside. Okay, and basically we've been through this before, but if you're new to this video, remember IP NAT inside is the interface that's pointing inside your network. IP NAT outside is the interface that's pointing outside your network. So it's critical to go ahead and distinguish which interface is pointing out, which interface is pointing in, which interface is pointing in, and which interface is pointing out. Okay, and this year I'm going to harp on this because it's very easy to be like, hey, this network address translation is not working. This is the first place you want to look. You want to make sure that you're in this situation, this router 0/0/0, this is the interface pointing in, okay, and 0/0/1 is pointing out. Okay, so just make sure you configure your router accordingly. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our IP NAT pool. Okay, we're going to name it whatever we want in this situation. We're going to call it Pat. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead. The pool, the IPNet pool, is the public IP address. Okay, so it's going to be predicated on this network, the network that's given to us, the public IP addresses that we have available. When it comes to PAT, because you have the opportunity to use one public IP address, you don't want to make this pool too big. Okay, so just keep that in mind. In this case, we're just going to go 1.1.1.3 to 1.1.4. Okay, and we're going to go ahead. We have our netmask in this situation 255.255.255.248. Okay, so that looks good. Next thing we're going to do is create our access list. Okay, remember when it comes to PAT, our access list is going to be our private IP address. Okay, our private IP address. So the command is access list 1. We're going to permit. Okay, and in this situation we have 10.0.0.0, and it's the wildcard mask, so it is the inverse. In this situation it's going to be 0.255.255.255.255. Voila, we're done. The next thing we're going to go ahead and do is bind them together. So this next command, IP NAT inside source list, okay, source list 1, which is our access list. Okay, source list 1. Okay, we're gonna go to pool NAT, which is our public IP address, the pool of our public IP address. And you ready for it? Here's where the magic happens. Overload. Okay, overload is gonna let the router know, hey, this is a PAT, a port address translation configuration. IP NAT inside source list 1 pool NAT overload. Okay, so those are basically the commands. Let's do a quick little overview. Interface, which one is in, which one is out. Configure the interface as such. Okay, and then the next 3 commands is basically a trio that you put all 3 together. IP NAT pool. Okay, think of P as in public. I guess it can go either way, right? Public or private. But just think of the pool, okay, as the public IP address. Think of the pool as the public IP address. Okay, think of your access list as what would be your private IP address. Okay, you're going to bridge both of those together with the command IP NAT inside source list 1 pool NAT keyword overload. Okay, so that's it for the command. Hopefully that helps. If you have questions, comments, concerns, feel free to go ahead and leave your comment below.